Hello cookies, welcome back. And if you're new here, hello, my name is Carolyn Gray. Welcome to my channel. And the noise behind me, I'm so sorry. And my channel is all about fashion and some lifestyle. I'm an entrepreneur living here in New York City, so sometimes I take you along for the ride on that. Today I am struggling. Just really quickly, just a little disclaimer, I am ill. Like, I may not look like it. I never really look like I'm sick when I'm actually sick, but I am struggling with like some type of hay fever. I don't even know. I tested negative for COVID, but the girl's been struggle busting this entire week and I've been fighting it. But today it's actually slammed me hard and it's filming day for me, so that's no fun. However, I wanted to do this video for a while and this serves me right for not planning and batching sooner. So we're gonna get through it. Today, the topic is, y'all know earlier in the year, if you've been following me, but if you haven't, I am really interested in learning more about handbags this year, more so than investing in clothes and shoes, because I feel like at this point in my career, you know, I've spent a lot of time in the fashion industry from when I first got here in 2006 up until like maybe 2015. I was working in high-end luxury, and you know, from then up until now, I have curated a wardrobe that I'm really proud of when it comes to clothing and shoes. So I'm like, I'm tapped out. I don't need anything else when it comes to that. You know, I don't need anything, period. But I would like to invest in more handbags because it is a space where I feel if you buy correctly, you can resell if you ever want to or need to. And I'd rather invest in bags in that capacity than like randomly picking things and not thinking about long term, you know, the quality of it or the resale value, if that is a thing. I have never really sold a bag on like any luxury retailer at all, but I've thought about it and I wondered what value my current collection has, and it's not that great, but also I don't want to sell anything. So anyway, I was like, well, what bags am I interested in for this year? And introducing it to my wardrobe, the first thing that came to mind was a very classic bag that's been around for a very long time, the Fendi baguette in the FF jacquard fabric. I think that one is, how much was that one? $37.50 at regular retail level, which is like, good lord, these bags are expensive, but they do go with so much, you know. And I do feel over time, like I have a Bottega Veneta red pouch with the intricado leather, and I wear that so much, so I know how these bags can go in and out of every style. I just love the Fendi baguette because it is a classic style. It is like, it's an it girl bag, so to speak, and I feel like that, you know, I'm not that crazy about having so many logos, but here and there I love it, you know what I mean. And I feel that having a Fendi baguette in that texture and that print way is really classic and beautiful, and it could go with so much, considering my wardrobe is more so on a neutral side, but it still goes with pops of color too, and that's what I really love about it. So that's at actually the top of my list, the Fendi baguette. After the Fendi baguette, I would say, and I kind of feel like, I hope y'all don't judge me for this list because it's 4 or 5 bags overall, and I kind of feel like it's mainstream picks that I have, but at the end of the day, they have been known to be some of the best quality handbags and silhouettes at this time, and have been for the last few years. So I love Bottega, everything. The Jody teen bag, preferably. I like the fact that it's a hobo-esque bag in the crescent shape. I like that it looks like it can fit a lot, that over time it definitely softens up even more, and it looks worn and loved on once you've had it for some time. I would prefer a darker color, like a really dark green or a brown, like a chocolate or a black, or even I had a friend that had a Bottega cassette in a dark gray suede, and over time suede, you know, it gets that grease spots on them, right? But actually that bag looks beautiful, aged and kind of greased up in a very dark gray color. I wish I could find a photo of it. If I can, by the time I post this, I will share it. But the Jody teen bag started like $4,500. Like, if I could buy it 4 times over, yes, and then I had no problem with it. But it's like, it's a steep amount, and it wasn't always that price. These price increases really bother me, and it kind of deters me from buying handbags too, especially with Chanel. Like, I have no Chanel on my list because I have one. It's not a classic, but to me it looks vintage, it looks beautiful, and it wears well with so many things. But I feel like the Jody bag, just over time, the intricato leather or the pattern for Bottega has been this way for years, you know? So I just feel like it will never age. It will always be timeless. It would be a great item to pass down, or push come to shove, resale value. Like, you may not get the full amount for some on some of these sites, but close to it, you know what I mean? And I wouldn't mind it in like the smaller sizes or the metallic embellished styles. You know, I think those are pretty fun and funky, considering they're a little bit more though. But I would definitely consider the Jody. I've been looking at it, and I don't mind the minis and the candy sizes and the smalls, but I would prefer the teen. I feel like over time it's just better. Another bag I would be interested in is the Loewe puzzle bag. I regret not buying this bag in a green sequin that it came out. Hopefully it finds its way to me and I can manifest that purchase, right? And finding it in pristine condition. But the Loewe bag overall, I feel like it is a very classic silhouette. They're known for their leathers. And it's something that they do year after year after year. It's their classic style. So I just feel that the quality long term, it's healthy. The resale value is very healthy. And it goes with a lot more so on a casual side, but it does really stand well as far as like maybe a dressier bag if you need something really clean and simple, you know what I mean? So I dig it. They run from $2,500 to $3,300 from the mini to the small size. I really am into the Loewe puzzle bag, and you know, it kind of fights second place there with the Jody, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm really into those for like an everyday bag. I wonder if they could fit a laptop in the biggest size. I don't know. After that, I would really love a Dior D-Joy bag. And it's, I love the lady bag, don't get me wrong, but I like the sizing of the D-Joy. I have a friend that has it, and I saw it in person. I was like, oh, I really like this sizing. I like how it could be crossbody, handle, shoulder. Like, there's a couple different ways you could wear it, and I like it mostly in like the patent black leathers or just regular matte black. I feel, you know, they come out with different colorways and patterns every year, but I just would like to stay within the classic colors when it comes to these types of purchases, especially with the first time I'm buying this particular bag or silhouette. I would keep it in a neutral color family because I don't want to go too crazy. But I do feel like there are some bags that I would do a pop of color with, like a mini Lady Dior bag I would do in a lime green. I would do it in a blue or orange, that type of thing. But when it comes to a sizable bag that you would wear more on an everyday schedule, I would do more of a neutral color. And there's one that's studded that I saw, it's $5,500. Oh my god. Then there's a small size, I think it was a black, that was $4,300. I mean, listen, these bag prices just keep going up and up, and it's like, if you don't snag it this year, then Lord, you're gonna be pissed off by next year. So I gotta get to work. I gotta work really hard for these things, honey. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna get all these bags in 1 year, but what if I can? Who gonna stop me? Only me. Anyway, I am so sorry for my sniffles, but I have to do this today. Another bag that I have my eye on, but I would prefer to see it in person because I love the Kate Olivia bag in the sequins. excuse me, oh my god. I thought I loved it in the purple suede. I love suede handbags overall, but I think it's too small and not like, it doesn't do enough for me. However, the studded one, the bedazzled one, that's, what is it? How much is that one? $2,800. Now that is a little bit better when it comes to pricing compared to the other ones I'm interested in, but it doesn't do much in a regular suede. But that studded is everything, and it just stands out so nicely. You could dress it down, you could dress it up. It just fits so nicely over the arm, over the shoulder. I think it's a really dope bag. So I feel like I might actually start there if I don't start with a Fendi bag type of thing, you know what I mean? And then this was actually the bag that is, because overall, when I look at my bags, I feel like I have very funky styles. And I'll do a different video where I'll show you all my bags. And I'm going to do a spring shoe review like I did in the fall. But anyway, I like funkier looking bags. I like buying really unique pieces. And this piece is not as classic as the other ones that I'm listing, but it's like my wild card that I really actually love, and it's by Alaïa. It's the Babble bag with the fringe. And listen, that thing is completely open, like there's no drawstring canvas on top of it to keep everything in. Like someone can definitely put their hand in and scoop it in, and it's open on the side, so you have to be really careful on like what you place in the bag. But I don't care, like I love that bag. I think it's so badass and unique, like it's giving rock star, punk star, all those types of things. And I feel like that bag is so me. The only thing is the lack of closure, like it has no zipper, no drawstring, the openness to it. It's 3 pounds by itself according to the item description, and it's $3,500. Alaïa has my heart though. Alaïa has my heart. I remember working with this buyer at Saks Fifth Avenue. Her name was June Horn. Sorry. She's no longer with Saks, like she retired, but she was one of the big wigs at Saks Fifth Avenue when it came to buyers, and she was a black woman, right? Now, mind you, I had my horror stories working with her, like, child, like she kind of burned me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie to you, but neither here nor there. Working for her was like, I got the sweetest spot in that buying program that I got when I was just out of college. It was my first job, and I was a merchandising assistant, and her brands were all American and European brands, ranging from classic Michael Kors designer, Michael Kors, Calvin Klein, Donna Karan, Comme des Garçons, Dior, and Alaïa. And I loved seeing how she bought Alaïa. I loved that she herself actually wore Alaïa handbags, and she was the person to like really put me on to the quality of Alaïa product. I've always enjoyed like the history of Azzedine Alaïa and like his muses like Tina Turner, Naomi Campbell. Those types of things really sparked my interest about that particular designer. My first favorite designer was, and it still is, Dior. Like I did plenty of projects on him when I was in college and whatnot, but Alaïa was second after that, and then Rick Owens and whatnot. So I love his knit work, his attention to detail, and all his handbags are just beautiful. Totes and the laser cut detail is just, to me, it's exquisite. So I would love to invest in an Alaïa handbag. I don't want that heart bag. Y'all can have that. I don't want that. I feel like it's too tiny. And while it is more affordable, I feel like I would not use it. I don't like cutesy shaped things, personally. That's just my take. I like it for other people. I think it looks great on other people. But yeah, I love that bag. I love that bag over all of them. Overall, I love the handbags that are listed, but the Alaïa bag is my ultimate favorite. But to me, it's not that practical to purchase at that price point. So that's why it's my wild card. Like, it will be a nice to have. That's it. But anyway, yeah, so now I'm gonna go to bed because, child, my nose has been running away from me all day long. I know a lot of people are actually sick right now, so I hope if any of you guys are feeling sick at home and watching this, drink your tea, take your lozenges, do what you need to do. Use the Kleenex with the aloe vera, the Vicks, okay? Put that Vicks on, baby, even though it did not help me last night and I felt like I was suffocating and I didn't go to sleep until 4 a.m. But, oh, can I share something extra with y'all? Wait a minute. This is random. Something that I can actually smell while I'm sick right now. I'm working with a lovely fragrance brand called Mudo, and I actually been wearing their product for a while. They have an oil pen and a parfum called Worthy. Excuse me. And it's such a beautiful fragrance. It is so sweet but like soothing. And they just came out with this new fragrance called Punk Star in this beautiful blue pink box. Their other size is in a blue box, but this is amazing. This is their new product, new fragrance, and very excited about it. I am creating content around this. I love the fact that they make an oil-based pen fragrance, or an oil-based fragrance and also an eau de parfum, because layering the two just really creates this overall aura of beautiful scent. And this one has, it's a little bit more genderless, honestly. Like it can go more feminine to more masculine, just depends on the person. And I feel like, you know, fragrance always smells different on everyone depending on your chemistry, right? But I get notes of leather, black currant, vanilla, tonka bean, and it's really soothing. But I do feel like I can smell it really well even though my nostrils are pretty tight and closed. Like it's strong enough to break through that, but soothing in like the most like demure way. But they have this, the eau de parfum. What size is this? This is a 1.7 ounce, 50 milliliter, and then this is their almost 10 milliliter oil pen. And you spray this on first and then you spray the fragrance. And you know, I would like to put this out there just so y'all know, like it's always better to put fragrance on when you are moisturized, just coming out the shower, because that way it just gets into your pores, it just sinks in deeper. The science of layering the oil then the perfume, it just works so much better. But definitely check out Mudo. I will definitely tag them below. They don't know I'm actually plugging them into this video because it's right here. I was working on it today, but considering I'm saying I hope y'all can smell if y'all are sick like me, but this is like the only thing I can smell right now, and it's a very divine scent. Like I feel very boss bitch energy when I'm wearing this. It's a powerful feeling type of fragrance. It's not a powerful up your nose and around the corner type of fragrance. It's just, it ignites a powerful feel in your presence. So I like fragrance that can evoke emotion and mood like that, and that is it. And definitely check out Worthy, because Worthy she is still that girl. I love Worthy scent as well. But anyway, thanks for staying on this long with me. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. What are some bags that you guys are actually interested in, or are your favorites, or what's your take on what I said on these bags that I am interested in? Because yeah, I want to become a little bit more of a handbag girl, because the wardrobe's in need of it a little bit here and there. Like I have too much pop of color and unique pieces. I need a little bit more classic stuff in there too. But comment below, let me know your thoughts, put me on to something new, I don't know. And I'll see y'all next episode. Bye.